Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Haut-Beyleron. I'm hoping this year we don't have to deal with any rocks. If we mulch and then we cultivate. Now, I tried, and it did work, believe it or not. I tried to cultivate and mulch at the same time. The problem was I rented a heavy cultivator that was 5 meters, and it brought rocks up. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use like a discer or something like that that will not bring up rocks, because I don't want to deal with rocks. I just want to deal with weeds. But this, you could do both, and plus the tractor didn't have enough horsepower to do the mulching. But Osa pointed out in the last episode that you could put this on the front, and you can notice that the turn signals that are on this are reversed. So really, this is actually supposed to ride on the front of the tractor. So we've been doing that backwards. So we're going to flip it around. Not that it really does anything for us, but that's the proper way to use it. It's actually supposedly on the front of the tractor. So that is weird. Now, if we look at the blinkers now, you'll notice that they're correct. So if you had a powerful enough tractor, you could theoretically run this and a cultivator on the back. The downside is that this thing, it's 5.6 meters, so it's a weird size. It doesn't match any cultivators. You could use a 5-meter cultivator though and be happy. I put the weight down. Let's put this on the front. There we go. But that's, still, this is a cool device. And it'd be cool if you could drag a cultivator behind you. But once again, you need I'd say like a 350 horsepower tractor. You need this. This thing requires 130. And then most of the bigger cultivators that are 5 meters require 200 to 300 horsepower. So you're looking at, like a 350 would probably be able to do it okay. Anyway, so we're still here mulching the fields. It goes pretty quick, thankfully. Especially since these two fields are right next to each other, I can just kind of swoop up and do them. And then we'll be doing our cultivation. But I'm going to look and see what's available, but I want to do a lighter, like a discer or a power harrow. Because neither of those cultivators, I think the discer brings up little rocks, and then the power harrows don't bring up any rocks. So I don't know. We don't have a lot of money to mess with, so I probably will just go for a power harrow. The downside is the power harrows are smaller. They require more horsepower to run than a discer does. So a discer do. But we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead, get this done. Boring. I'll be back when it's finished. See you guys in a little bit. All right. I am at the shop. And we are going to return the mulcher that we have rented. And they're done with that. Shove it in there. Right there. There you go. And let's go ahead and drop the weight. Now the weight's going to have to go on. Let's see. And if I remember it, this tractor has 175 horsepower. So we're going to be looking for a cultivator that falls within that range. Let's go ahead and return this. There aren't many. Honestly, unfortunately, that doesn't really... Let's see, we're going to return this. Yeah. Give us a lot of big options, so we do need to upgrade our tractor at some point. I'm not super worried about it. So we don't want a regular cultivator. We're going to go for a disc harrow or a power harrow. 250. 95, 160. That would work. It's 4 meters. It's going to take a long time. Or, let's see, disc harrows. I'm looking at the horsepower rating. 180. 6 meters. I'm going to have a little hard time pulling that uphill. 140, 4 meters. Yeah, so I would say let's go ahead and do the Rebel Classic. Actually, let's not. Price-wise, this is going to be really expensive. So this guy is 4 meters, $25,000. This guy's 35, but he's 5 meters, or 25,000 for 4. Either way, these are pushing it, and they're going to be expensive. So I think we're just going to go with this. $1,200 for the rent. We'll do the 4-meter power harrow. That will ensure that we do not bring up any rocks. What it's going to give us is stubble, okay? And what I found is the weird way this works now, you can then roll it and get seed bed, but then you need to roll again after you seed. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to go ahead and get these cultivated. And when it's time to seed, we'll put the seed down, and then we'll roll. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more money by then. But we're not really, I mean, it's $1,000 here, $1,000 there to rent this stuff. It's not crazy expensive. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started doing this. I'll show you what it looks like when we're running the power harrow. And so I didn't realize the power harrow is the shallowest of the weeders. Or not the weeders. The cultivators. It goes cultivators, diskers, and then power harrows. I thought the power harrow would reach deeper, but it doesn't. And then there you go. It turns into stubble. So you can see there it's like a... and once again, you can roll that and get seed bed, but it doesn't really do us any good. So we'll have to rent a seeder too. So we'll rent the seeder. I can't remember when I'm supposed to plant, but we'll take a look. I think it's next year. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these fields cultivated. And then I'll see you once I'm done with that. This is going to take a little while to do. But once again, we have time now. We're basically just producing food. And people were suggesting that I put another full, like do 10 of those pallets to the bread factory and then sell until we run out at the bread factory, because the bread factory produces slowly, but it does give us more money. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and I will see you once we're finished. All right, so I have spent almost 2 hours, maybe more, plowing or cultivating this field. Thankfully, it only has to be done once a year. Excuse me. One thing I did notice, I left, a giant 14-stack bale of hay. I think I'm probably just going to grab it and throw it in the barn until next year. We'll sell it all at once, but it's sitting up here. Whoops. I want to see, is it 14,000? No, 9,800. So I think maybe that's how much it is. I thought they were 14,000 liters, but I could be wrong about that. It may also not be a full stack because of where it was located. It makes me think that it was like the last one that I did. But I totally forgot it. So we'll grab that and bring it in. I need to check the greenhouses, make sure they're watered. So I haven't done that in a while. I think when I checked this morning, I think if I remember right, they had 10,000 liters. I'm just going to double check. But I'd like to fill them both up again today. So this has been quite a lot of work. Once again, I don't remember. I think with oats we have to plant them before winter, but we have time. In fact, if I look at our no, oats are planted in March. Okay, so that's so pretty much the fields are just going to sit for the winter. That's all we really need to do with them. And we're slowly but surely making money. Now, same time, probably in August, I'm going to check the mill. We should have some goods at the bakery to sell, and we should also have some more flour to put into the bakery. have to do the math, and maybe we'll do that in a second here. First things first, let's drop this off, and we're going to let them know that they can pick it up. I'm going to do some repair on my tractor because that was a lot of work on the tractor. So let's go ahead and repair this up. Yeah, should be all good, yeah. Tractor, $2,000 in repairs. And let's go ahead and grab our forklift. And drop that off there. Put that on the back of the tractor. But I'm going to get that bale and bring it. I'm going to bring the bale in. Let's grab that. Yep, and then this. Back on out. Grab the weight. Pardon me. And the shop should be buying a little bit to pick that up. But in the meantime, let's go grab our bale. Well, mistakes were made. What do you think? That's probably about a good $200 or $300 right there, maybe more. And so we'll store that for next year. And I'm just going to put it in the barn. Or not even necessarily next year. Like if we do grass, which I think that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm talking about being done, but I'm really not done. If I plant grass today, we'll have bales to take up in the next couple days. So, well, the next couple months. And so we will do some hay. Nope. I'm going to put this down there. There we go. Nope. Oh, for crying out loud, Arthur. Okay, there we go. And then now we need to get some water. And I'm thinking about it. I do need to plant grass on the field. So we're going to rent one of those weeders, and I'm going to plant grass. I'm not going to bother rolling the grass because well, maybe I should. Once again, I do want to get to 100%. So I suppose we should do it. Let's see. Do we have seed? I don't think we have any seed. I was looking back at the house. Oh, water's over here. So let's go ahead and dump the rest of this off, and then we'll fill these up. Glug, glug. Okay, so I'm going to run over to the pond and fill this up. I've been using people told me to use the lake over here, and it really does work a lot better because it's not as steep of a descent to get into the water, and it's pretty close. Using the river just is not safe at all. So I'll be back. I'm going to run a couple trips doing this, and then I'll see you when I'm done with this part, okay? So I'll be back in just a moment. I have done my water filling duties. So greenhouses are all good to go, full up for another couple weeks. And now I need to grab some seed and a device and all this other crud from the shop. Oh, shopper. Do I have seed? Let me go look real quick. Nope, nope, and nope. I got lime, fertilizer. I got everything but seed. All right, that's okay, though. Oh, Arthur. Oh, awful. Oh, come on. I need to forks. Give me those forks. And then I need my little trailer. I could just pop it onto the back. If I buy one pallet of seeds, should plant all 3 fields of grass with grass. Let me show you a little trick here that I've learned about planting grass. And once again, we will plow that under next year in time to put the oats, and we'll just cultivate it in and plant. Actually, we probably can just plant right over it, but we'll see. We'll have to, so we're going to have to mow plant and roll tonight. I'm going to see if I can get 100% yield on my grass, less the fertilizer. That's not where I want to go. I'm going to go here. What do we got for seed? $900 for 1,000. 800 for 1,000. $950 for $1050. So really the big bag's the best deal. I think I only need one, but I guess I can always come back if I need another. Now we also need to take a look at the sales real quick. Anything for sale? No. So quiet. I need to rent. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. All right. So under weeding technology, we have this weeder. These both do it, but this one's a lot less expensive. So we're going to rent this for cheap. And what that thing does is it not only weeds the field, but we also plant seed with it. It holds 300 liters, and we can plant grass. You can even plant canola with it. Not that we're going to do that, but you can. It's a nice wide seeder that doesn't require a lot of horsepower. Good for grass, oilseed radish, or cannoli. So the only problem with it is it doesn't hold much. So you have to keep refilling it. But this should be enough between the two of them to do all of our fields. So let's get this big bag on the hook and head back to the farm. All right, so I'm going to drive back. I'll see you in just 1 second. I have returned. I love to plant. I love to plant. Lots and lots of crops. Hello, Hermione. My puppy says hello. Hello, puppy. Hello. Do you have the need to scratch my arms with your paws? 'Cause that freaking hurts. You hurt my bone. They're getting tangled in my cords. That works good. Ow, my ears. Okay, puppies are great. Puppies are cuddly. Puppy. What do you want, puppy? Oh, that's the back. Shoes and socks. Hey, Alfie, you want to say hi? Say woof. I don't know if you heard him lick the microphone. He's so sweet. Little Alfie puppy. All right, so anyway, let's go back to farming. All the puppy licking. All right, so we are going to plant grass with this evil, huge device. Fertilize 0%. We're going to do that too. But we can grass roll it to do that. I think we have to, I don't know how it works. I haven't done it in a while. Planting. Okay, what is this saying? Needs rolling. Okay. Actually, rolling should be pretty easy because of the stubble. It'll make it easier to see what we've done and what we haven't done. However, seeding is not going to be as easy. Let's get a little higher vantage point. Yeah, you can tell the difference. So this we cultivated, but this seeder does not have any kind of cultivation stage, which is why it's leaving the stubble on the field. But rolling will fix that. So you can see that we're blasting through seed here, but it's wide, so it's nice. And once again, why are we doing this? Well, we can use these crops to pull, several $1,000s of hay off all the way until spring. Because I think we can plant. Up to the calendar, please. Oats can be planted in April. So if we plant, they grow fast. That's crazy. If we plant grass, we'll get 1 or 2 mowings before the end of the year, and then we'll get another mowing in spring, and then we'll destroy the grass. But it gives us a free stage of fertilization because it'll take the field to 50%, and we'll get bales off of it that will make money. So this way we're making a little bit of profit with our farm. It'll at least pay for the rentals and stuff that we've had to do to turn the fields and prep the fields and all that good stuff. So I think that this is a pretty ingenious idea, but we'll find out. This used to work in Farm Sim 19. I don't know how it'll fare in Farm Sim 21, but I would think that it works just as well as it used to work. I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming that it'll work well. I love this track. I love those Nokian monster tires. They are so cool. The tires that I forget what they call them, but the Nokian treaded tires. They're pretty buff. But you can see here we get nice big passes. We are burning through seeds rather fast. Now, the one thing that has changed in this game, when you do seed, it does go pretty quick now. So I actually might need a second bag. We get 3 fill-ups with the bag that I have, and then I'll need another. I may need a second bag. But then again, we are getting 2 huge fields done in one pass. So I guess it'll all just come out in the wash, right? But it's all about working the productivity. I want this. Okay, and while we're doing this, I'm going to jump in real quick and take a look at our production chains and see how things are going. So we have 713 liters of flour because we took all the flour today. Now the bread, 243 liters of bread. So it's making. It is making, but we'll have to take some more down tomorrow. And I know people are saying, hey, you could just use distribution. I know, distribution is free. And it puts your, if I put the flour on distribution, it'll automatically go to the bread factory. But there's something about doing it myself that I like daily putting 5 of them on there. And it's another chore that we get to do during the day. And to be honest with you, a real farmer would do it themselves because they wouldn't want to, spend the money on distribution. They would want to, collect that themselves. So if we can do it, we should do it. There we go. We're almost halfway done with this field. And the other field's smaller, so it shouldn't take as much seed. But we'll see. Once again, I think we probably, now that I'm seeing the usage, I think we are going to have to go back to the shop and grab one more big bag. And then we'll know next time it takes 2 big bags to do it. So let's see, it's 4 o'clock, 4:18. Yeah, we will need to roll today also, because if we don't roll, we'll miss the opportunity. If you miss rolling, you don't ever get that opportunity again. Now, is it worth it? Let me see real quick here. So right now we got a 53% yield bonus, and we have 0 fertilization. So I think, but I don't know if that counts. I don't know. I don't know how they figure that out. I think the fertilization stages are factored into the yield bonus, but I'm not sure. I don't know. And real quick, let me check the shop. One other thing, too, I wanted to get, and I can't remember if I bought one of these or not, but no, nothing there. Did we buy a fertilizer spreader? No, we should probably buy a cheap spreader. Because I'd like to do solid fertilizer and then come back later and do spray. Anywho. Yeah, because once we roll this, then we should fertilize it. Maybe fertilize it, then roll it. I don't know. I don't know what you would do first in real life. Okay, so now we're going to grab, I am getting pretty low here, so we're going to turn the seeder off and grab some more seed before we continue. So yeah, I'm going to say this bag is probably going to take a field, or this field is going to take a bag's worth, because we've got about a third done, and we've used about a third of our seed. So I think we'll have to buy another bag for the other field, and then we'll have a little bit left over for next year, or for the next planting. Yeah, next year. Yep. There we go, 300 liters. Back out there. Get back out there. Whoosh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so I'm going to get back at this, and I will shout your way when I'm done or anything exciting happens, but until then, I'll see you in just one exciting minute. Well, every good thing has to come to an end, and, oh, I have my sound turned off. I was watching a movie while I was playing. You can see a little behind-the-scenes recording. Back! Don't! All right, I did have to buy another bag of seeds. I knew that was coming. So, but the good news is we were able to cover all of the grass with that. I only really had to use it once. I had to tap that thing once because I got about halfway done with this field before I ran out of seed. So, but now I'm going to have a little bit left over, which sucks because that means we're going to have two containers that I'm going to have to deal with. But what can you do? What can you do? So the next phase, in our next episode, I'm going to have to rent a roller, and we're going to have to roll this, and that should get it ready and done. But we need to do it tonight, because what's going to happen is the grass will start growing tomorrow, and then we've missed the opportunity to roll it. Now, I'm not going to fertilize. See, maybe I do. See, I need to fertilize it. Here's the thing. I'm experimenting. I want to see if I can get this field to 100% yield bonus. Right now, we got a 53% yield bonus. I'm assuming that this obviously can't do 52.5, which it should be because we did the mulching. So my prediction is once I do the rolling, we'll have a 55% yield bonus, okay? And then once we do the fertilization, that'll bring us to 100%. So it is a little weird. This is like the field fertilization accounts for 45% of the yield. Then you got to do 2 stages. So I am going to fertilize this grass. It's not worth it. Like but this is, I'm learning the game. So we're kind of like, this is really my first farm that I've gone this far on. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out all these things. I'd like to be able to make tutorials to show other farmers how to get the best yield out of their fields too. But I can't do that without experimenting a little bit on my own. So we have this planted now, and yeah, it looks ugly, but it is good. And we're going to roll. So next time we will be back with the roller, and we're going to roll these fields, and that should bring us to a happy 55%. And then we will do our fertilization stages, and that should bring us to 100%. Once again, it's a waste of fertilizer. I know that, but it has to be done this time. So there we go. This has to go back to the shop. So we are ready to go back to the shop. We'll be finishing this next time we get together. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Farm Sim 22. I am definitely having a blast here once again on Haut-Beyleron. And this game has been so much more fun, this version of the game, than 19. I'm already like, I've played this almost as much as I played 19. So with all these changes, it really has made it much more enjoyable for me. And I'll be honest, the graphics are better. For those of you that don't watch my other series, I've been messing around on Calmsden. And, man, what an improvement. Like, the English maps look amazing now. Even though the graphics look similar, they are much better now than they used to be on 19. So there is a difference. And, like I said, it really shows on maps like Calmsden where somebody's gone in and hand-done everything. It looks incredible. So, anyway, see you guys next time. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And we will see you on Haut-Beyleron. Thanks for being here, guys. I so appreciate it and the fact that you guys are enjoying these videos. See you next time. Bye.